Hey guys, LootWizard here with another video on Gems of War. This one's going to be kind of fun and just relaxing. We have a new Mythic troop out called Pan. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this troop. We're going to open a bunch of keys and hopefully, hopefully I'm lucky. I always like to take a look at what this troop does before I go and try to get it. So let's go over here and do that now. And it's called Pan. It has a 24 mana cost, yellow, green, and brown. It is a Wildfolk and a beast, and that's good because we have there's a legendary card for Wildfolk and one for beast that allows that type of troop to start with 50% mana. So if we did like a full Wildfolk team with this troop, we could get it to start with 50% mana, which is nice. Now, as far as its ability, it's called Golden Horn. It deals 65 damage to 3 random enemies and knock them to the back. Okay, so this Mythic troop is actually better than the last one. The last one I complained a lot about. It was called Annual Flame, I think it was called, and I just didn't like the ability on it at all. It was pretty weak. This one is better. I wouldn't say that this thing is as good as something like Tina 9000 because Tina 9000 is still doing true damage. So if we just really quickly here, let's just look up Tina and we can compare here a little bit. See, Tina 9000 is going to do true damage to 3 random enemies, and then it also gains armor. And it's a lot of armor that it gains. So it's same mana cost there, different colors, but I'm just saying that Tina 9000 is, in my opinion, still better than this kind of troop. So if you're newer to the game and you're saving up for your first Mythic, I would go for something like Tina 9000 over something like this. But you know, you don't really have much of a choice when you're opening keys of what you're gonna get, except like once a month for this first week of after the first Friday of the month, for that whole week. If you get a Mythic in any keys except for the event keys, it's going to be the new one that they come out with. And that's kind of been my strategy for always getting these new Mythics. Now, but you can't, outside of that week, if you're opening keys, you're going to get a random Mythic if you do get one. So you don't really have any choice in that. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's go and try to get this thing. I do like the fact that it is doing pretty high damage, but it also does it to 3 random enemies. Knocking enemies to the back can be useful. It's basically going to shuffle the enemy troops around, which can mess up their order. I don't know why I clicked on that. Let's go here. First of all, I need to see if I collected all my seals. I got a few left here, not much. So we're going to open our guild seals first. And then we're going to go to glory keys and gem keys. I haven't been able to save up as many keys this month just because I haven't played the game as much as I used to. But I do have still quite a few gems here saved up, 18,000. Well, you can't see that because my camera face is in the way. But I have 18,000 gems there, so we're going to go into some VIP keys if we need to. But hopefully we got some good luck here and we can actually get it before we get that far. So we got about 5 more tries of these. You know, I don't think I've ever had a time where I've been so lucky where I just open, like the first one I open and I get the new Mythic. It's like, it's on this account, which is my main account that is connected with the PC and the mobile. I just don't have great luck for some reason. Yeah, there we go. I got pretty much, well, I got a couple of these here that I can do. Got 500 more. The luck is just wild for me. Like when I started my PS4 account, the new playthrough, I was getting a lot of crazy luck on that. Really great legendaries were dropping for me and everything. It was wild. Then I come back to my main account and I struggle. I struggle so hard to get some of these troops. So, if we do get it, then I can play around with a couple of teams afterwards just to see what we can come up with it. I do have 240,000 glory too. You probably can't. Well, you can see a little bit of it here. It gets cut off by my camera, but we can dip into that as well if we want to. The chances of getting a mythic in glory is pretty low. So, I mean, you can burn through like 100, 200,000 glory and still not get a mythic. So, I'm going to go to gem keys. We'll just open these here. There's a pretty good chance of getting it in the gem keys, but with my luck, Keelan. Keelan's a pretty good legendary troop. Matron Dragatani. I remember using that one in my new playthrough account, but at these higher levels, it's not really that great. Glitter Claw. I haven't used that in a long time. Keeper of Souls. Keeper of Souls is actually a really, really good legendary. It transforms all gens with chosen color to skulls. So, if you're pairing this up with a weapon like Mang, or some kind of weapon like that, where you can increase your attack damage, and then this will transform some selected gem color to skulls, and a lot of times you can get like a 4 match of skulls with that troop, which is really good. Can give you an extra turn, you get the skull damage. Glaceon is one of the best legendaries. Infernal King, we're down to 83 gem keys. Alright, looks like my luck is bad once again, guys. Used all my guild keys, used up my glory keys, and my gem keys. Now, for those of you that are still kind of new to these, the system here that's going on, they release a new mythic troop every first Friday of the month. And for that week, Friday to Friday, the mythic troop is going to show up in gem keys, glory keys, guild keys, and VIP keys. It will not show up in event keys, because event keys are linked to the event kingdom for that week, and this kingdom is Whitehelm. So if you go in here and you're opening your event keys thinking you're going to get the new mythic, you will not. You'll get whatever mythic troop. If you get one, it will be for that event kingdom. So now I need to make a decision. Should I go for VIP keys right away, or should we go for glory? I think I'm going to go for glory just because I have 243,000. I feel comfortable burning through the 40,000 there. So I have got mythics before in the glory, even though the chance is really low. Let's look at the chance again here real quick. So for troops, I have a 0.01% chance to get a mythic in a glory. That's pretty pathetic. My worst case scenario, I'm at a point in the game now where I have most of the mythic troops crafted. Hey, Winter Imp. I was missing that guy. That's cool. Now I can use him with... I've been wanting to get Winter Imp because I can do a team around Vespera with him. Shabanu Vespera. And I haven't had him before. For whatever reason, I've played this game for over 2 years, and this is the first time I got Winter Imp. So, if that's all I get out of all these key openings, like, I guess I'll be fine with that. I don't know why after all this time it decided to drop for me, but it did. Oh yeah, this is one of those newer legendary troops as well. I haven't played around with this one as much, but it does have one of these dual storms. Conjures a Star Storm. I can't remember. I don't think it is the same colors here. Star Storm is maybe yellow, red, or something like that, which is kind of odd. You would think that it would be the yellow-blue because that's the color that the two colors that it has. My luck is so bad. It's just like, if you wanna just watch and feel the pain with me. You can pretty much watch every one of my key opening videos and it'll be the same thing. Oh, there we go. Hey, maybe my luck isn't so bad after all. I was actually not expecting it to drop in glory keys. So, there we go. We got Pan. Fantastic. Yeah, it says the damage is a little lower there, but that's because it's level 5. Once we level it up, it should be that 63 again. Yeah, I don't think I took a look at the traits here earlier. It is impervious, which means it's immune to all status effects, Devour, and Mana Burn. The last trait, all Wildfolk allies gain 1 life and magic when matching 4 or more gems. So this troop really is kind of meant to be in a all Wildfolk team. You know, and the other thing is, too, there is a Wildfolk class called the Bard, and if you do have that equipped and you have it fully traded, it will make all yellow allies gain 1 to all stats every single turn. Since this is using yellow, we can increase its magic, we can increase its life, shield, and attack, and all that every single turn, and then on top of that, you're going to have this over here. So, we're going to make up a couple of teams here with this, but I'm glad it only took me... It took me all of those keys that I used, plus about 20,000 glory, so that's not bad. That's not bad at all for my luck, that is. And we got the Winter Imp. So, hey, that's not bad. Now, let's go and let's find this guy. And fully trait him and level him up. Alright. Fully leveled up. Now we can make a, let's make a Wildfolk team. Oh yeah, by the way, I finally got enough orbs to craft Zul'Goth. That happened a week or 2 ago. So that was pretty cool. I actually did make a video where I was crafting them, and I don't know what happened to it. Just disappeared. Maybe I didn't hit the record button and I thought I did. I don't know, but that video just vanished into the void. Maybe it's Zul'Goth's fault. He's so powerful, he just destroyed my video. But anyway, let's make a Wildfolk team here with our newest member. Well, I got Pan right here. Let's just throw him over here. And let's go down to base rarity, and I'm going to go troop type. We're going to go down all the way to Wildfolk. And so the Wild Queen, I forgot about that. We got TNE, which is an okay one. You got some good legendaries here. Luna is good. Queen Beatrix is good. Starflower is pretty good. Faunessa is good for actually getting a lot of life added to your allies. Ragnagord is good for mana generation. Satyr Musician is great for shutting down, silencing enemies. There's a lot of good Wildfolk options. And then, like I said, for the class, I don't know yet what I'm going to do here. Well, if we want everything to start with 50% mana, we have to include King Salnus, because he has this trait down here for that. Now, for Queen Beatrix, we could put this in there somewhere. It would generate green and brown, so I don't know if I want Pan first. You could do something like this, and then you could do, man, it's so hard because there's some other good ones. TNE is pretty good. Luna's pretty good in there. You know, Sledgepaw is always a good deal there. I forgot about Hexrat. Hexrat's actually pretty dangerous. It does quite a bit of high damage to all enemies and curses and does stuff like that. But let's go in here and pick out a weapon. I don't know what weapon to even choose for this team. I have no idea here. No idea what I'm going to choose, because do I want a weapon that has yellow in it? Because if we're going a full Wildfolk team, it kind of seems like that would be... I mean, let's pop Dawnbringer in there for right now. Let's go switch the class over. It's right here, the Bard class. Like I was talking about right here, this Baradic Inspiration. All yellow allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn. So as long as they have yellow, Queen Beatrix will not be buffed by that, but Pan and King Salnus will be, and if your hero weapon is using yellow, it will be as well. So, the thing is, if I use like Dancing Daggers down here, the yellow is going to be blocked by the other things. So, I need to find a weapon that its mana is not blocked, but still has, but still has yellow. So, the question is here, what should I pick? I really need like yellow purple, I think, because purple's the only color I don't have in there. So let's just see what weapons we have available here for yellow and purple. Elemental allies, Merlantis, we have gain armor. Red and green, okay, and then there's that. And then, well, I mean, we could do Prismatic Orb. Or we could do something like this, Festival Staff. Festival Staff is interesting as a mana generator. It creates 15 red and green gems. It's going to be mixed together, and then it enchants 2 random allies. But let's go ahead and pop in here. Let's see. I mean, this is doing brown and green, but I guess we could focus on that. Probably want double green, brown, that. I don't know how good this team is going to be. Now we're facing a life and death there and whatever. Anyway, let's go up here. That was a different team. Up against a life and death weapon. Life and death, huh? Seeing how they start all with 50% mana because of this guy here. Yeah, skull damage isn't going to do much to him, but I don't really have much of another option here that I see. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then, I want to get the Queen Beatrix powered up, but I don't see any blue or green matching for me. Yeah, once I get a 4 match here, I can get cleansed to that. There we go. And then 79 damage. We'll cast this. Yeah. Yeah, it does do some pretty high damage there. I didn't quite realize that it was doing that. Well, and again, like every single turn, I'm getting 4 matches with, I didn't realize that. With the 4 matches with, that I'm getting on the, every time I cast Queen Beatrix, there's a possibility I'm getting a 4 match, which is increasing his, magic here by 1. And then, with my Bard Inspiration, he's gaining another magic. So, that's why that damage keeps going up on him. Like, it started out at, what was it, 60 something, and then it turned into 97 by the end. It was pretty crazy. Let's try this team again. Let's see what happens. Nice, we got a 4 matcher. So let's check to see. Okay, 67 damage to begin with. We do that. Now it's 69 damage. Why did it go up 2? I don't know why it went up 2 magic, but hey, I'll take it. Now if we look at it, it's 77 damage. $79. Yeah, Pan is interesting here. If you use it with the Bard class and a troop like Queen Beatrix, it can increase its magic power quite a bit. I'm realizing that now. So, it's actually a little better than what I thought it was originally. I still would say Tina 9000 is probably still better, because it's doing true damage. But it's also nice that this guy knocks the enemies it hits to the back. That disruption is really nice. So the other thing you could do as well, let's switch up this team a little bit here. So instead of the festival staff, let's go ahead and throw in and put Pan at the bottom, and let's throw in Mountain Crusher, because this way we can get even more 4 matches. And we don't really need the magic to be increased on Mountain Crusher, because exploding 28 gems is way more than enough to explode the entire board. So all we're looking for is just to get a few more of those 4 matches and whatnot, so that we can increase the power of Pan. Look at that. It rotates him down to the bottom. That's beautiful. $83 damage now. Yeah, it's a pretty good combination here, actually. So let's see. Let's take on the high ones here and see how it works against the more difficult teams. This one's pretty easy because it's just they put in a couple of these dummy jewel troops. Nice. Explode the board. 83 damage. And then finish them off with Queen Beatrix. Yeah, I like this team. I do. Queen Beatrix, Mountain Crusher. And, wow, this guy's all powered up, isn't he? He's got a Doomed Blade, Enraged, Kurandra, and Flame of Anu here. Nice thing about the Bard class, too, is once you get it leveled up, you do have Tree of Knowledge. Mine's level 100, but I think it's level 70 where you get Tree of Knowledge. You gain Enchant when matching green gems. So that's helping me out even more, because Queen Beatrix here is creating green gems. Alright, 73 damage. And that's just going to keep increasing every time. That Thrall is dangerous over there, but we're dangerous too. 83 damage now. The only thing we got left is Thrall. Do a little explosion. Got her Beatrix up, and Queen Beatrix is going to do 112 scatter damage. That's true, so it should kill it. There we go. And everything's powered up again. So, I like this team. There's probably better ones that we can come up with. But as it stands right now, I like this team right now. I got King Silnus in the front, mainly for its 50% starting mana. You could probably replace it with something else, and still, once you get powered up, it would go quickly. That's just to give you a boost, and you can get a little extra damage out of it if you need to. Queen Beatrix is really, really nice here because it's creating your green and your brown gems, doing true scatter damage at the same time. It also cleanses all allies on those 4 matches. And when you're getting the 4 matches, all Wildfolk allies are gaining 1 life and 1 magic. So that includes Queen Beatrix is going to be getting magic increased as well on all of those matches. And Pan here is getting an increase to magic through this trait of its own, and then also it's gaining 112 stats from the Bard class. So, yeah, I like that team. So, for what it's worth, guys, there you go. I got the new Mythic, and that's what I think of it. It's pretty good. It's not the best Mythic that you could get, but I think it's worth actually trying to get if you do have your Bard class leveled up and you got Queen Beatrix and some of these Wildfolk troops. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.